Hi, everyone. I don't know who's all here, if anybody, but if you're doing the Schwab along with us, we are here to talk Our Dark Duet by V.E. Schwab. There's going to be a lot of not so good ratings and opinions on this for the most part. I would just say that I'll put that out there right now, and there will be spoilers. So if you haven't read and you still want to, come back later. But if you don't mind spoilers, feel free to stick around because this is finishing a duology, and I'm glad that that's over. I'm so ready for August book. And I guess we'll start off by saying hello, everyone. If you're on my channel, I'm Amanda at Amanda's Booktopia. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to go through each and every one and talk about what we rated it and why. So I'll start us off, and then we'll go this way and go all the way around. So I ended up DNFing it halfway through.
Oh, God.
Reason being, the beginning was okay, and then it just evolved into nothingness for me, and I got extremely bored. I could not care less about any of the characters. I was not connecting. I was just not enjoying it, and I'm like, you know what? Not for me, unfortunately. But I'm very much looking forward to our August book because that's one I'm the most looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Now we'll go this way.
Hey guys, Clint from Reads Readers. I also DNF'd. I DNF'd at 137, verse 2, The Monster in Me, because as I was reading this, I felt like if I was to finish this, I would be in the biggest reading slump ever. And I just left a reading slump, and I'm finally in the mood to read. Because I gave no rat's ass about anything that was going on. And I had to keep flipping back to the back of the book, like, who are the main characters? Okay.
Oh, there's a list.
Well, no, like the back page of the, like the back of the actual book. To go, oh, it's Kate and August that I'm supposed to care about.
Stuff's like, let me go find this.
The characters just seemed like they were all the same person.
Yeah.
In different font.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't care. I don't even know what the hell happened. I know she fought something at the beginning that they're calling a heart swallower, heart eater, heart something. And then next thing I know, we're with August, and I don't know what the hell happened there. And then the little girl Alice is hitting the other dude, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't care.
It was so confusing too.
I will say the poetry parts, like the poetry music-y parts, were kind of interesting, but past that, I would rather keep my sanity and not go back into another reading slump.
Gotcha.
So we'll go down to Jackie.
Oh God, this whole duet has just been joyride. I made it to like 50-60% through, and then just struggle busing to there, and then just trying to keep going. And just the beginning was slow. I was not invested in the characters, and I really relate to like same character, different font. Like that's kind of the energy that I was getting. I haven't been in a big reading mood, and I've been incredibly busy. And then reading this, I was like, I don't want to pick up anything. So I was like, maybe I put this down for now because I haven't been posting. I haven't been as active because I've been so busy. And then on top of that, to read something that's just not giving me the energy I want. I don't know. I am struggling with Victoria Schwab's books to this point so far. But this, like, I think the other ones I could maybe reread, like A Darker Shade of Magic, and have more of an appreciation for those books. Some of the other books I could reread in a different headspace and enjoy more. I think this duet is a pass for me at this point.
Same.
I think some of us have missed the window.
Yeah.
Like, there's some YAs that you're like, because some YAs can still hit you really well, and then there's some YAs. Then there's some YAs that if you read it now, you're like, I should have read this 5, 6 years ago, and then maybe it would have been my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I also feel like her writing's evolved over time because I think this is like one of her first series, if I'm not mistaken. Like, was that like even before Darker Shade of Magic?
Mhm.
I believe. So I feel like over time her writing's gotten better as she's like progressed because I like some of her newer stuff more. So I just feel like, maybe her writing's just gotten better. And that's what, like, her storytelling's gotten better, I should say. So I can't wait to get into like Addie the Rue, Bury Our Bones again. Like, those are some of her better ones, in my opinion.
I think I might have new appreciation for like Addie LaRue upon a reread. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm
Right.
just being hopeful here, but I am really looking forward to Bury Our Bones and seeing what that's like, especially as a standalone. Maybe I will appreciate that better than her broken up series as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Steph's turn.
So, I actually finished it.
Yeah.
I am the only one who finished this book. Woohoo! But I read it for a readathon that I did actually. So I had a motivation to, and I actually have very similar feelings to everyone else's. I just pushed through and finished it anyway. It really doesn't mean that I enjoyed it anymore, to be honest.
I think it means you have stronger power of perseverance here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
scared.
I wanted to win my readathon, so it gave me motivation.
Can you still win even if you like don't finish a book?
I mean, technically you could if you DNF'd one, but it was my final book of the readathon, and so it felt like DNFing the last one. I don't know, it just like didn't feel quite right. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just push through, and I did, and like it was fine, right? Like it's not a hard book to read. So it was kind of whatever. I actually didn't read it physically almost at all. I just put on the audiobook and listened to it while I like played games on my phone.
I tried the audiobook. I couldn't. So I had to put it down to try to physically read it to see if I could like just go through pull on Amanda and just go to all the conversations. So I got to a part where I was interested in the story. That just never happened.
No, it really wasn't that good.
did.
I know you asked for like a rating, and I legit think I would probably give it a 2-star just because I did not care at all throughout the entire book. And I didn't really want to keep reading it. Like I was fine to like I kept reading it, but I didn't want to at any point. And so I don't think that's like I think that's why.
Right.
I will say I am a little scared because I just saw the dates of when she wrote things.
Yeah, I went and looked them up too.
Vicious was wrote before this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Really?
And so
Yes,
was A Darker Shade of Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because Vicious came out in 2013.
Mhm.
Darker Shade of Magic came out in 2015. And the first one to this came out in 2016.
I will say though, like I know we're looking at those dates. I'm like, oh, this was an earlier one. Maybe it got better. I do say that even big V.E. Schwab fans, I've seen that this is one of the least favorite of her books.
Yeah.
Or of her series.
It might just generally be like
I've heard too.
weaker ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Like my favorite book of hers that I've read so far would have to be Gallant.
Yeah, I remember you saying you like that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
I don't know. I'm starting to think, because I've read some of her stuff beforehand, I'm thinking her adult stuff is stronger than her YA.
Oh, that's possible.
With Gallant being an exception. Because I really enjoyed Gallant as well. I gave Gallant a 4. So I'm excited for the reread. Because I even stated in my review, like when I did it when I was talking on the video, that if I reread Gallant, I would learn more.
I feel like Gallant is quite vibey too, and I think she does a good job about like atmosphere vibes. So I think it probably plays into her strengths a lot as well.
I'm
like her best her best books have been Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Bury Our Bones, and books like Gallant. But then you've got and those are all vibes. And then I've heard
I think her character work is better in them too.
But then I've also heard the Villain series is probably her strongest.
I am actually really interested in that one. I know that the Vicious came out first before this one, but I don't know. I still think it could be really good.
Mhm.
I also love how we're not talking about this book at all, and we're just talking about the other book.
Well, I really have nothing to say about this duet.
Well,
It's like
I don't,
Stephanie,
like,
is there anything you have to say about it specifically? Because you're the one that has finished it.
For what I will say, it doesn't really get better. So just to let you know, if you're feeling like maybe the ending is worth it, I did not feel like that. I felt like it had a pretty like similar keel throughout. I think there's like a couple interesting things that happened, but I feel like you can find that in any book, right? Like you're going to have a couple moments where you're like, oh, well, that was pretty good. I found the Alice character to be extremely irritating. She's like what's her main character's name? Kate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kate. She's like Kate, but just a bit more obnoxious and bloodthirsty. You know, I was like, you're both really annoying. You're just kind of extra annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I hate that she was like, CC, carbon copy this, make you a little more annoying. I'm like, no, give me something different. I want.
Also, all the characters are very cookie cutter for me.
Yeah, I just like, I didn't care about them. I didn't really care about what happened. And I felt like so many of the things that happened were so kind of obvious. I mean, like you can't see some things coming, right? Like the creation of this new monster that will infect people and turn them extremely violent against other people. That like you're not going to see that coming. But the thing of like them being tricked and them trying to take over the like, yeah, obviously they're making it so clear that they want you to go there. So clearly it's because they want you to leave where you're at, right? Like we know what's going on here. How are you not seeing this? I don't know.
Right.
My thing was also like, why did we come into so many characters that were like all brand new?
So many.
That I'm like, who are these people? I don't remember.
Why do we care?
I think the duet, like this as a duet, was kind of, in my opinion, like a little bit of a failure. Like we're bringing all these new people in for the last book. It feels like it either needs to be a like self-contained one book story or like really flesh these people out and make a trilogy. I think the duet length of it was kind of awkward feeling. And this is, I guess, a common criticism I have for other duets I've read sometimes, but it was like especially like poignant to me in here. And yeah, I just the characters irritated me. Like Amanda said, very cookie cutter. And I think V.E. Schwab does best when she leans into that like morally gray space of like, let's push the envelope a little bit. Let's not hold on to our characters here. And I think that's where her strongest character works comes in. And I think that's prevalent in Darker Shade of Magic, in Addie LaRue, and
Bare Bones. I know you haven't read it, but definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't have that many comments about it either. Even though I did finish it, it really did not stick with me because I know I just read it a couple weeks ago, but I do not care enough to even remember the main character's name.
Is it bad that even while I was reading this, I gave the same critique to book one? These both feel like second book syndrome.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like we didn't get a good thing before this Savage song, and we're not getting anything to make up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point where if these characters were to die, I'd probably laugh.
That would make it interesting, maybe.
And I don't want to laugh at a character's death. If these are main characters, I want you to have me sobbing if they die.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, even though y'all probably don't like, y'all didn't like Lila Bard, y'all would probably, if she was to die in a violent death, y'all would probably tear up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is because she made us understand that the other characters cared about Lila Bard, right? So like you have that connection and that emotional attachment because she has developed those relationships, right? So even if I don't really like Lila, I'm going to feel for Kel grieving Lila, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, and in this, I wouldn't feel for any of the characters grieving anyone.
Because I actually don't get their connection. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Like it feels like they were kind of stuck together, and then all of a sudden they're into each other. And I actually, does anyone get it? Does anyone feel
the forced proximity was just strange? Like it didn't make sense. And I think like what you said about Lila too, like, okay, I don't have to love her, but I still had strong feelings about her. Like I'm gonna feel
at least you cared about something.
Yeah, I'm invested, even if it's not like, yay, I want to root for this person really hard. It's like I'm still invested in this character, in their arc, and what's happening with them, even if it's just as a hater. But
like this is my first V.E. Schwab that I actually DNF'd. I finished all her other ones, even the first one in this duology. I finished, even though it was
I finished that one too, and I was just like, this one, I can't.
And I feel like the world building in this one was so limited. Like I wanted more world building, and I feel like that could be a great strength of V.E. Schwab's and has been in her other books that I've read so far. And then it's like we're getting these new monsters, and now we're getting this developed. But like what other places in this world, like I feel like I'm missing context.
I also feel like that too, and it kind of made me think of. It feels like she kind of went outside a little bit. Like if you're going to keep it contained, keep it contained. That's fine. Like if you're doing like we're doing a contained, people do that in books, and that's fine. But you're kind of hinting at other things outside. You're going out there a little bit. You're like not doing anything really with it. So like if you're containing, contain. If you're not. I don't know. It's kind
of exploring that, yeah. But did it actually do it and didn't write any follow up with it? And it just felt awkward to me.
Yeah. It felt very awkward.
I feel like with this duology, and I'm about to relate it to a book that I really, 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 really love. To compare the differences of like we're talking about the containedness,
right?
But still talking about things happening on the outside would be Sword of Kaigen.
Yeah,
how Sword of Kaigen does it perfection.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yes.
This, on the other hand, I hate to say it, but it felt juvenile. Compared to some of the other things I've read from her, this didn't feel like her.
Well, even something like, and I know this is actually, I think, a fairly decent comparison because it's another like YA from a long time ago, Vampire Academy. The first book in the Vampire Academy series, you're pretty much taking place almost exclusively at that school. But you're talking about like the court politics that are going on, and you're talking about like different attacks that are happening outside the school and like how they went out there. But like you're keeping it contained, and that's okay. Like it works really well for the story.
That's also how I felt about like, I know that there's issues with this series and we all have our own thoughts, but City of Bones, I feel like also is one of those series that kind of broadened out, and we were hearing about other things happening with like the Shadow Hunters and stuff, but we were pretty much in New York. Like, and I feel like there's a way of doing that, and I think she was exploring the possibility of doing that and just left it like, okay, and now I'm just pausing this and stopping.
Have you watched Stranger Things?
Yes.
That episode where she goes off with like her other sister. Do you remember that one? Where like
I remember
off and she's like gets the weird, the new hair.
That episode kind of I can see the correlation between the series and that episode. Yeah.
Right. And it's like that beginning part where she was like off hunting monsters with that random group that she joined, and then she's like, okay, bye. And that's that.
Just left and never saw most of them again.
I was thinking a couple of different episodes of like Supernatural when they teamed up with other people. And they're like, we're just going to do our own thing and stab, stab, stab. They're dead. Bye. Y'all have fun now.
Like it felt so random and so disconnected. Like you felt like you were supposed to try to get connected to these characters, and then all of a sudden she's like, okay, peace. I won't mention them again. Or I'll try to, I don't know. Like, okay, one of my questions was the new, oh gosh, I can't remember any of these words anymore.
What are words?
The type of monster that August is. There was a new one.
Sonar. So, is it a tool that starts with an S?
Yeah.
Yes, there's the one that starts with an S. Because you have like
Is
you have the
Malachi?
Korsai, the Malkai, a Sunai.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sunai.
The new Sunai in this one. What did we think of that character? Because I felt like that was a little bit of an like odd addition, kind of the way that Clint was saying how you have these characters added, but you don't get any kind of like time, or maybe that was Jackie. You don't get any time to sit with them and really like get to know them as a character to even care about them. But I feel like they were really she was trying to do something with this character, and I didn't feel like it was very well done. But like, what did you guys think about them?
The little bit I got with her because
Because you
is it a her?
it's a them.
It's a them. Okay. Well, I couldn't tell the pronoun, and I hate to relate it back to another show that I really love, but this character I hated one of the most because when she was introduced, I'm going back to Buffy. She reminds me a lot of Kennedy. When Kennedy was introduced in the final season as a replacement for Tara, for Willow, is like legit all she was. And she's like, I'm here to show that Willow can find love again, even though Willow should never have fallen in love with you to begin with. Same point. It's just like her character just felt bland. Like it felt like she was trying to do something, but then she would like forget about it. And that just a little bit that I got with her or with them. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I think it is really confusing because I think that our characters are a little confused on too. So it's not surprising that it would be confusing.
All of it was confusing.
Yeah. Right.
And I wondered if they were supposed to come in and be like a love interest for August.
That's not the vibe that I got. That's why I kind of want to know other people's thoughts before I like jumped in on it. Because it sounds like no one has really thoughts on it, which is fine because no one knows. But for me, they kind of felt like, and you see this a lot in V.E. Schwab's books where she likes to explore like gender fluidity or sexuality or like how people identify for themselves and how that's important for like them as a character, but also the world and how they see them and stuff like that, right? And I think she does it well in a lot of her books.
Yeah.
But I think that this one was actually a big miss for me. And a part of it, I think, is we didn't care about this character. We didn't really get much time with this character. We didn't get anyone's feelings or attachments to this character. They felt so one-dimensional in that their purpose, it seemed like, was to just make August question how he felt about himself as a Sunai. Because they were so comfortable in their Sunai-ness, and they were saying, well, I'm not a she, I'm a Sunai. Like, I don't identify with any of your like human constructs and things. And so I just felt like it was so underdeveloped, done that it almost felt poorly done, you know?
For me, it felt a little bit performative, or like the tokenism, a little bit of like, I'm going to include, this is like a signature for me and I'm going to include it, but the character wasn't developed enough and it was just playing that role of like exploring identity. And I feel like a lot of things in this book was like her trying to tell us these themes or these things that she wanted like younger readers to take away from the story, like hammer the head of like humanity versus monstrosity, hammer the head on like the cycles of violence of all the little like themes. And it's like the plot was like falling all over the place because like the themes were like were the focus, which is important, and I do agree, but it just felt like the plot kind of fell apart because she was trying to drive these themes so hard. It was like nailing it like with a hammer on the head of like, okay, I got it, we got it. I know what you're trying to say here, but
well, now that you're saying they them for the character,
I'm pretty positive.
Wondering if this is around the time that V.E. Schwab was discovering their own sexuality, their own identity.
Does V.E. Schwab not go by she anymore?
No.
She goes by she, her, they, them.
Oh, so you can use Inu.
Yeah, it's any. Like, because I know she had mentioned in an interview that she answers to all of it. Because she's like...
I thought it was just they, them.
Let me see if it's
she says she prefers they, them.
Okay.
But she'll answer to she, her because they understand society and how they present.
Well, and also like I feel like it's nice to understand that if you have been a certain way for so long, because like I didn't even know that, right? Like I didn't know that that was a thing, and so having that permeate society is kind of hard to.
Well, I knew that's why in a lot of their books, there's a lot of gender identity. There's a lot of sexualities.
Yeah,
because she was discovering her.
And I do think that in general, V.E. Schwab does it quite well in a lot of books that I've read. I guess I'm thinking of like Bury Our Bones in particular, right? When we're talking about it. I think it's very well done there. In like I think, I just.
Well, I also think she did it really well, also in A Darker Shade of Magic.
Yeah, that's true because I can't even remember it being something that was so notable that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that it wasn't well done. But in this one, I just was like. It felt like it was more for August and August having to think about how August viewed himself
rather than
versus
them
like making that character actually be a character in and of themselves. It was more like they're there to create questions within August and try to make August think a certain way. And so I think that was the reason I felt like it wasn't very well done. Because I think it actually is a really interesting, I actually say this about this book a lot. I think a lot of these questions, kind of like Jackie said, that she's trying to address or trying to bring up are really interesting. And it's like an interesting way to look at them even. I just don't think it was well done.
Right.
It wasn't like developed enough. And the plot kind of felt like wasn't organized. Like it was so much about the themes that she forgot about the plot. I looked it up, by the way, and according to the internet, she goes by she, they. So I guess those pronouns are...
According to the internet.
According to the internet. Interesting. Sometimes right and sometimes not. But
I know. I love that. That's like a caveat that we have to put in. We're like, please keep this asterisk in mind that I googled this. So I could be wrong.
Listen, the other day I googled Alexis Hall because on their website it says she. In every book Alexis Hall publishes, which is most famous for boyfriend material. Every book they publish, it says he, him in the description. But if you go to their website and the description, it says she this, she that, she this.
Oh, it does
on her on the website. So I had to Google because I do some projects on my channel where I try to do projects with authors that write that are male presenting, male identifying, and stuff like that. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm so confused.
Well, according to Google,
she, he, or they.
According to Google, then again, it says they use all pronouns and they do not have a specific pronoun preference. But
that's
according to Google. So I don't.
They don't care.
I just need to see said person in person. And I think that's where I think because they go by all of them is when I will identify
which one you're going to use.
Correct one. Because if they look more masculine, they'll get a he. If they look more feminine, they'll get a she. But if they look like some of my non-binary friends, which you can just point out in a crowd, they're they, them. I hang out with far too many gay people and talk to far too many gay people. But I can like pinpoint, you're they, them, right?
No.
I don't know. I just call that person like this individual, this human being, because I don't know what pronouns to use with this individual. And I don't want to like...
I honestly use they often if I don't know. Like just because it's more just neutral.
I was at a store last weekend when we were shopping, and the person that was helping me from behind the counter, like I almost wanted to ask because normally I do ask, but something felt like I felt a little shy, and I was just like, "What pronoun? Are they non-binary? Are they trans? Or are they just a really effeminate gay man?" I can't tell. But like they helped me with like my entire purchase, like everything, because I bought a couple of Celtic goddess statues. But like the entire conversation we were having, I'm just like,
What
All I
pronoun?
know is you fam. I just don't know what side of the fam you
I love
belong to.
It's fun though, because when you're talking to people in person, you don't tend to use any, right? You use
No.
you, so it's all good.
And their name, I remember the name on the name tag was like Alex, which is such a generic.
That doesn't tell you anything.
That's true. You're like,
It
you're not
could be
helping.
Alexandra. It could be Alexander.
Like Alex Hall
or Alexa.
or Alexis Hall, not Alex Hall.
Alexis.
Yeah, Alexis Hall.
Like I know a guy named Alexis. So I'm like,
I know a guy named Alexi.
so I'm just like,
Alexei, the Russian.
guys.
Yeah, Russian. I guess I say Alexi, but yeah.
Alexei. I don't know how to say that.
I mean, I think that's how they said it, just because it's like I don't know if it's Americanized that way. So Alexi, but it might be different.
I just know I'm the type of person that I'm always in the back of my head. I'm like, when y'all choose y'all's names, can y'all help us a little bit more?
Discreet lettering, put your pronouns under, please. So
I'm like, and most people at the store were wearing pronoun pens. They just happened to be the only one that wasn't. Unless it was underneath their apron. So I was just like, fuck.
Oh man. So this book.
This book. I don't have
much to say.
much more to say.
So I hope everybody joins us next month for a
Yay!
better book.
I'm excited for that one.
Out of all of the books, this is one that I'm the most excited for.
Same.
I'm really excited for it.
And I know y'all are going to look at us crazy and be like, well, it doesn't say V.E. Schwab. Well, that is because V.E. Schwab
is two authors, V.E. Schwab being one of them.
Because V.E. E stands for Evelyn.
Huh?
Evelyn.
Wow. My brain started.
Well, the V.E. in Evelyn.
And then a screenwriter by the name of Kat Clark. Who is known for... it just says the books that she's known for is Girlhood and Entangled, which are YA novels.
Never heard of them.
Now. I hope it's good.
I'm really excited. I mean, one of our friends already read it, and I think she gave it 2 stars. But I'm hoping that's not the case with us.
But said friend, but also I will say said friend, this is one of those tropes that doesn't work for her.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Are we talking about the same friend? I'm talking about Karina.
Oh, I thought Karina gave it a higher rating than a 2.
No, I don't think so. I'll look it up.
Well,
because I'm like, Nikki's the one that doesn't like that trope.
Well, okay, these are the 3 taglines for this book. And that's what I feel like, because it's a thriller we don't need to know anymore. Is 6 authors, 1 private island, 72 hours to write the ending that will change their lives.
I'm
excited. She gave it a 3-star. My bad.
I was like, I could have swore she said it was like middle of the road.
And she said, not sure what to rate this yet, but I'm so happy it's over. I mean, the average rating on Goodreads is 3.47. But usually when I see that, it actually makes me happy because I usually tend to vibe really well with mixed review books.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
usually get their mixed reviews. A lot of times, I don't like the book. I usually fall in the camp of like being meh, but hopefully this is good.
It makes me think of 2 specific books that come to mind, and I gave both 5 stars, 6 stars. So I'm like, I'm excited, but I'm scared.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to know, right? Because sometimes thrillers hit and sometimes they don't. Like it's just kind of hit or miss. So
because it reminds me of Amanda, you know which one the two I'm thinking of. The writing retreat is one, which
Oh yeah.
I absolutely loved. I get it that a lot of our friends hate that book with a passion.
I didn't hate it. I gave it 3 stars. I just felt like it was marketed wrong. It didn't feel like a thriller to me. It felt more like a dark romance.
It was marketed wrong.
Interesting.
Like it's marketed as like a hardcore like thriller when it's a little bit more of like a dark romantic suspense.
Oh.
So it's like, but
I contributed to low ratings because people had different expectations.
Oh yeah, marketing really contributes to that, I think. Yeah.
And what's the other one?
And then there were none. Isn't that a one that's a closed door one?
Well, I'm thinking of the writers part.
Oh.
Oh god, author is Andre. Fuck.
Pliego?
I think so.
It was Andy Pliego. Ande Pliego, Pliego.
Yeah, the You Are Fatally Invited.
Yeah, that's Andy Pliego.
Oh my god. I have someone who's obsessed with that, like an online friend.
Which
I do want to try that one though.
I loved. It was on my best books.
Of last.
Why does that say 2026?
I don't think you read it this year. I thought you read it last year.
I read it last year.
Yeah.
It says May 20th, 2026.
That it was released, or is that when the paperback version was oh, it's a thriller. It probably came out in paperback.
Well,
thrillers tend to come out in paperback.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's on my review. It says I read it May 20th, 2026.
Oh, your review. Did you write it on that day and not change the date?
No.
Huh. Okay, then I'm
well. I was gonna say, I think it was mid 2025 because I think it was like a book of the month pick and everything.
Yeah.
Or am I tripping about that?
Because I did the audio to it because I loved all the red herrings in it, and to me, it gave like the writing retreat meets Tool, the only one left by Riley Sager.
Which is why I want to read it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I did get an arc of that same author's book that came out this year. I just haven't gotten to it yet. The Library After Dark. But I am interested in reading both books from that author because they sound so good.
Okay, hold on. I go in to edit my review. It says June 9th, 2025 to June 10th,
what?
2025.
Is that because you edited your review this year?
No.
Because sometimes it changes the dates if you edit your review the year like, later on.
Unless I was going through it and I saw a misspelling. Well, now it shows July 26, 2026. Whatever.
Yeah, now it probably does.
Maybe Goodreads is just glitching for all we know.
I feel like it's a glitch. Like, no.
I mean, somebody liked one of my things that I read like 4 years ago, but it popped up on the thing going, "You read it today," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? No. I haven't been on Goodreads at all today. What are you talking about, Liz?"
Oh my gosh!
I had to go to it, and I was like, "She's like, I'm so glad you loved this." Blah 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 blah, and I'm like, "I read that like 4 years ago."
Unless they're like stalking through your not to put ideas out there, but unless they're like really stalking through all your Goodreads years, how do they say
Well, no, I talked to her. I asked her. I was like, "Did you go through my thing?" And she's like, "No, it was literally I opened up Goodreads and you were the first thing I saw." And it said you just finished it. And I'm like,
that's so weird.
What? I read that 4 years ago, woman.
That is very strange.
Okay. Well, I mean, do I have anything else you wanted to say? I feel
Did this be like the shortest live show we've ever had?
No, my final thoughts for this entire duology is unhaul.
Same.
I got mine from the library, so
I read it on my Kindle.
with all of V.E. Schwab's books right now, like because I was like so conflicted about A Darker Shade of Magic, I was like, okay, every future thing will be like library, and then if I like it, I purchase it. If I don't, I'm returning it back.
That's me from now on. I bought that because I was like, I love A Darker Shade of Magic. I'm going to eat this Savage song. I'm gonna love all of her works. Listen, I'm gonna buy it.
You did say that. I remember. You're like, I'm gonna buy every single physical copy I could get my hands on.
And I had started buying everything. I just hadn't gotten to the Vicious one yet. And now I'm like,
because Victoria's comes out this year.
I'm gonna hold out and I'm gonna check out Vicious out of my library if I can.
I've owned Vicious for quite a while, so
I don't have it. I think the only V.E. Schwab book I have right now on my shelves currently is Bury Our Bones because I got it through Book of the Month. And then I do have a copy of Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but I don't have it. Like my sister has it. It's like the UK Waterstones edition or something. Like
I need a new copy of Invisible Life. One of my pet peeves of my ex-husband. That's his most hated book of all time. So he convinced me to unhaul it.
Rude.
We got into too many fights because we used to have where we would have 3 shelves that were rainbowed because every book on it was queer.
Yeah.
From queer nonfiction to YA to adult. We did not care if we separated series only because they were queer. And we got into so many fights on if Addie LaRue belonged on that shelf or not.
Why would it not?
Thank you. He's like, it's not bisexual enough. How is it not bisexual enough when she wakes up in a bed with a woman?
The first thing?
She wakes up in 3 different women's beds. 1. 2, we meet his ex-boyfriend, which is part of his friend group, multiple times. And they talk about how bisexual they are. Yeah. And he's like, it just wasn't bisexual enough. And I'm like, it's just because you hate the book and you don't want it anywhere near your books.
And that's kind of weird that he's not bisexual enough.
That's like invalidation of
like I don't really
bisexuality.
What is the benchmark?
What?
I'm like, are you mad because she ends up with a man? If she would have ended up with a woman, would you call it bisexual?
Well, and do we really consider? Oh wait, I'm not going to give a spoiler.
I mean,
we haven't gotten to that book yet. We
haven't got to it.
Then that opens the whole can of worms of like, what? Then are you just going to say that like she was gay, only with a woman? Like, you know, like
that's like I got into all these.
Like what?
So I brought the argument up with our queer friends. And every last one of them sided with me. 3 of them decided to read the book, and all of them messaged us in full caps. This is bisexual as hell.
Obvious, like it's not even questionably so. Like it's not even subtle.
It's just like Bury Our Bones is sapphic as hell.
When are we reading that one again? I can't remember.
Next year.
Like I feel like sometimes in some books that are older, especially like classics, right, where things are more like implied and not always
like ambiguous.
But it's like very clearly so.
Tell me why we argued because he put picture of Dorian Gray.
100% should be up there. Yes,
should be 100% should be up there. But still argued with me over Addie LaRue. That's where we argued on it, going, that one's an implied one. It's not actually stated. Right. This one is exactly stated. Yeah. So how does this one apply to the shelf, but this one not?
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And now I like want to look at Addie LaRue with like new eyes. We'll see. Refresh my lens on it.
Like
I love Addie LaRue, but I do understand that it's not for everyone.
I am curious at how the adaptation is going to go.
Yeah, there's an adaptation of Addie LaRue coming.
Yeah, they're doing an adaptation, which
I'm nervous.
I'm very nervous because it's one of those that I'm like, the book is mostly in her thoughts.
Yeah.
So how are you going to portray that?
And it's not even, it's character driven. It's not even plot driven.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard.
And we still don't know right now if it's a movie or if it's
like
a TV show.
series, right?
Or a
I think
limited
we could
series.
do either well, but I
Yeah.
think a movie would be better.
Same. I feel like it would be very much Age of Adeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
I'd
really
be
like that
down
movie
for
too.
something like that.
That's a good movie.
For a vibe that gives me similar, like different but similar, I would be down for that.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know. I'm coming into it with sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're fine.
no, you go ahead. You're
I was just
talking
saying, I'm
about
coming into it with
relevant.
a more neutral lens. Like my distaste for Addie was really, really strong when I read it. But that I was like 18, 19 when I first read it, when it was first published. And so much always mention it so much. And I'm like talking about it. I'm not pro Addie LaRue yet. Obviously I'd have to reread it, but I feel a lot more neutral towards it. So I feel like I'm coming into it from a better place when we do get to it.
Yes, that won't be until May of next year.
Yeah.
I was just looking at our graphics on
God.
Instagram.
I'm excited, but I'm excited for it because we're going from an into Barrier Bones.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
Usually Barrier
because-
Bones right after that in June.
Because they're considered in the same universe. Because
Yeah.
Addie is mentioned in
Yeah.
Barrier Bones.
Yeah.
Not by name.
No, she's not, but she is mentioned. I remember seeing it. I'm like, oh,
Because
I swear I
love that.
remember it now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
her tattoo is mentioned
Oh.
in Barrier Bones. Because nobody ever remembers her name.
Yes.
So someone wrote in a journal that she met a girl with this type of tattoo.
I think that's really cool to reread it right before reading that. That'll be because then I'll be able to pick up all the
it's so subtle. Like it's actually just like one very subtle tiny
line.
snippet. Because I actually didn't realize it was intentional. I thought that V.E. Schwab was just kind of like giving this little like, oh, if you've read this one, it might like make you think of this one. I didn't actually realize that they intentionally were like, no, they're the same world.
Yeah, and
Right.
she says that, and I know she said in an interview she wants to expand on that world, so we're getting another one in that vein.
I'd like that.
She wants to expand with one of the other creatures
Huh.
Ooh,
Okay.
what other creatures?
that's like mentioned at the bar
Interesting.
in Barrier Bones.
Right.
She left it very vague. But also on book adaptations, I haven't read the book, but I just finished the show
Mm-hmm.
for the second time. I finished it all 8 episodes on Friday at work, and then I forced my roommate yesterday to watch all 8 episodes. It's 5-Star Weekend
Oh.
with
You didn't tell me that yet.
with Jennifer Gardner.
Oh,
Oh,
Madison loves
yeah.
Jennifer
Peacock.
Garner. Like she is one of his favorite actresses.
It's based off of an Ellen
Hildebrand.
that
Hildebrand, yeah.
where it's about a woman whose husband dies, and she invites a friend from each phase of her life
That's
to
so
come
cool.
for the weekend
Interesting.
to help distract her. So it's her childhood best friend, her college best friend, her mom best friend, and her work life follower best friend. She's never met this woman, so this woman comes and joins.
Huh.
Okay, now I am interested in reading it. I never was before, but now I am.
See, I'm interested in reading the book now because I want to know with the way it ended if there's more in the book than there is in the show.
If you
Because
do,
it's left kind of open ended where we could get a second season.
I'm
that could
literally
be fun to
looking
do
this up.
like a read and watch, like contrast and compare video.
The show
I
is
just did that with like Vampire Academy. I know I brought that one up already, but like I watched the movie and then the first episode of the TV show last night because I read Vampire Academy with my patrons for our like buddy read for July.
Mhm.
June.
Which
June.
adaptation did you prefer?
So I only
'Cause
watched
I-
the first episode of the season so far. I watched the movie and I've watched the movie a long time ago when it like first came out, so I didn't really remember too much. I think that so far I prefer the movie, even though the movie's not good. But the movie is like camp, right? They're trying to make it be
Yeah.
this very corny teen movie, right? Like
Okay.
Right.
that's kind of what they're going for. They do that.
Mhm.
So but the TV show has changed so much. Like it is actually wild how much has changed to the point where I actually don't even know who some people are. And I'm like, wait a
I
second,
agree.
is this person supposed to be that? Is this person supposed to be that? Like, what are we going on with like the Andre and Mia thing of it? Like, so strange. Having these giant parties at this high school, also odd. Like, what are
Agreed.
I don't know. So far I'm not feeling it, but
I mean, I'm excited because we're apparently getting a House of Night adaptation.
Ooh.
And they're talking about doing blind castings in Tulsa.
Blind cast, that's cool. I think that yeah.
I think it would be really fun to go up to Tulsa when they do them just to audition.
Yes, you should.
Because House of Night plus the series that will never be mentioned on my channel again were the ones that saved me during high school when I got bullied, beaten, bashed, all that stuff. It was, this is the books that saved me. House of Night is the first time I was introduced to a queer character that he wasn't a jock and he wasn't like, oh my god, like let's go girls.
Like, yeah.
He was normal.
He wasn't Shania Twain.
But, and I've met the authors. I'm still sad that I convinced myself to unhaul the series so that we would have space.
But that's your childhood.
I know. I am replacing.
You get it back.
I am going to be replacing with the brand new covers because they're bright and pretty, and they're releasing.
Is this the PC Cast one you're talking about? Okay.
Oh.
I've heard of it. I've never read them though.
And I met PC Cast and Kristen Cast because they're from Oklahoma, and I've been to every single place mentioned in the books.
That's cool.
In Tulsa.
That is really cool.
I went with a friend and we went and stood outside the places. Like I went shopping where she went shopping. Like this is the building that the school is kind of based on. This is the cemetery that would be connected to the school.
That's really cool.
So it's like,
yeah,
we're getting an adaptation of it. And when I was there and met them and got to tell them my story, I was just like, I just want to let y'all know that Damien literally saved my life at one point. They introduced me to the guy who Damien was based off of.
Oh, that's
which is one of Kristen's best friends from college.
Oh, wow.
Whose middle name is Damien.
Oh, so it's like very strongly based on. That's cool. That's really cool.
Who was an English major and majored in letters. So when he's in the book, he corrects people's words and spellings of words. It's legit how he is.
That's funny. I actually never read that series. I know it was huge.
Yeah.
I will say for those who I'm really hoping these new editions maybe modernize a little bit, because there are some things from back in the day that are not kosher these days.
Yeah, I mean, you find that in most old,
and
particularly old YA. You're like, ooh,
this is the precursor to Why Choose of a series. She ends up with at least 7 people at one point.
Wow.
But only 2 matter. Only 2 technically guys matter, and only out of those 2, only one she loves. The other one she has like a blood thing with, because she drank his blood.
Ooh.
I might have to try this series. I've never read them.
Like, at one point, there was her boyfriend, and then she gets tapped on the forehead to become a vampire. So she has to leave the mortal world. Then there's the most popular kid in school. There's a teacher that pursues her. There's another vampire that pursues her. There's a god that pursues her. And then said boyfriend comes back in a different form as well. Like, the series gets a little
Listen, written in the 2000s, we give it that 5.
I will say there's a lot of fat phobia in it on a couple of characters. There's a little bit of homophobia. When you get tapped on the forehead, you have 24 hours to get to this school or you die. because you have to be around vampires.
Right.
And vampires are out in the world. Most famous actors are vampires in this.
Huh.
But like, and you actually want, and people still die while they're going through the change to turn into a vampire. It gets very vicious in the book. But then they also get to change their names.
Huh. So they get like a new identity, basically.
Like one character changes his name to Jack Twist, which is Jake Gyllenhaal's character in Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, that's funny. Also, I've never seen Brokeback Mountain. I should totally
Neither
watch
have
it.
I.
I have not. I am uncultured.
No, and I think
I've
part
never
of it
read the
was,
book
like,
either.
I didn't really like Jake Gyllenhaal. And so I was like, I don't really want, like, I just didn't really like him. And when they were talking about it, they would like talk about how well he did in that and how he like should have won an Oscar for it, yada yada, whatever. And I was like, I don't really like
They were all robbed. I'm sorry, they should have won an award for the kiss alone. There's one specific kiss that when they first meet up back after they did it, like it'd been years since they've seen each other, and Heath Ledger comes down running down the stairs and legitimately throws him into the wall, grabs him and kisses him. It's like such a passionate, like this is the person he truly loves, not his wife. Like you can see it. I'm like, y'all were robbed for best kiss.
Well, that's what I hear a lot, because on when the Oscars are coming around, right, the TikToks will pop up of being like, this is who we anticipate, or like, here's who won in these years and who should have won. And I feel like it's very consistent that they're saying that Brokeback Mountain should have won more than it did, and that's one that I see a lot, like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Incredible, so
yeah,
I've never seen it.
One of the Choice Awards. I don't think it was the Teen Choice. Like one of the Choice Awards had Brokeback Mountain in the same category as like one of the Twilight films, and a couple of others for like best kiss of the year.
But the Twilight,
they lost to Twilight.
Of course, they lost to Twilight because people were obsessed with Twilight at that point.
But like in my head,
yeah,
if we're going on passion,
oh no, but. Do you remember how diehard these Team Edward fans were? Like, they were gonna take you out if you disagreed.
I still think it's funny because Jake talks about that kiss to the fact that he had to be rushed to the hospital afterwards because he got thrown a little too hard into the wall. And they wanted to check out his back because
maybe I'll watch it now.
So it was like one of those, like, in one of the scenes of them like practicing it over and over again, his back hit like this wooden plank or something, and they wanted to make sure that they didn't do any damage to his spine.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And he felt so bad and paid for his doctor's appointment. He's like, I'm so sorry. He was no. He's like, no, you got into it. That kiss was hot. That made me question if I was gay or straight. Listen.
That needs to move up on my list because I feel like I've been going back and trying to watch. Like, I watched Saving Private Ryan for the first time a couple days ago, and so I'm like, I could add that one to my list of ones that I should have already watched and have not. Movies,
yeah, like I failed the.
Because I mean, Heath Ledger is one of the most like beautiful men. Like, I think he is just so pretty.
I have a bunch of queer films over here, and this is like towards the top of the list. I have them actually ranked.
Oh wow!
Well, isn't it consistently ranked as like the top queer film? Like, it was just so well done.
I think the only other one that they put above, which I still haven't seen because I feel like I have to be in the mood for this particular film, is a lot of people put Moonlight.
Okay, yeah, didn't that actually win? That won the Oscar for Best Picture, didn't it? Yeah, thought so. I also haven't seen that one, but I will say that like I don't watch admission. I don't watch as many of like the smaller indie films. Like, I'll watch the bigger ones. I'm not a film buff the same way. Like, I'll read indie published books, but I don't tend to like go out of my way to try to find the like smaller films, to be honest.
Another good queer film, Call Me by Your Name. I know it's controversial. It's super controversial.
Is that the like Timothée Chalamet one?
Yeah, Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer.
Right?
I've heard that the acting is really good in it.
The acting in this is phenomenal. This is the first movie I ever went to the theaters to see by myself. And then I started watching movies by myself because no one wanted to see it with me. Because they're like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, okay, I'll go by myself then. And I sat there and I was legit the only one in the theater.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I was sitting there.
Experience, okay?
And I was sitting there sobbing.
I love that so much. That actually sounds so
That
fun.
I read the book. The book is slightly different than the movie, especially with one particular scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more disturbing now because Armie Hammer narrates the audiobook.
Oh, God.
I feel like we need a new audiobook narrator.
We don't like Armie Hammer.
We don't like Mr. Cannibal.
Mm.
I don't know anything about it.
I would want to watch it because I've heard some things about the like questionableness, and that's I just don't tend to really want to.
Yeah.
The questionableness with Call Me by Your Name is Elio is 16, 17, and Armie Hammer's character is 23, 24, 25. But well, it's somewhere right there. I can't remember.
No, I just think it's funny how you're just like.
It's like I want to say it's like right there, but it's if you think about the time period and the country you're in. You're not in America.
Yeah.
Adult is considered 17 in Italy at that time.
It throws me off more when I see it in movies. I've noticed because back to Vampire Academy, I know apparently I have no other examples, but reading the book, I was able to kind of like put it to the back of my mind, the age gap in the book a little bit more. Like it was still there, but not as much. But then I watched it in the movie and I'm like, that dude is a whole decade older than her, and she is clearly a child. Like, I was like, I don't know.
The when it's 16, 17, and like, or even early 20s, I'm like,
Yeah, because the actors are like 9 years apart, and she was 19 and he was like 28. So I'm like, oh, I don't.
What movie is that?
Kill Your
Darlings with Daniel Radcliffe. One of the best queer films where he's playing Allen Ginsberg.
I didn't know he was in it.
I've seen clips from it. I haven't seen the full thing.
There's so much controversy with this because the fact that he wears contacts in this. Because in HP, he couldn't wear contacts.
Well, yeah, he was 11.
Well, no, back then, every contacts that they kept ordering were burning his eyes.
Well, there were also colored contacts, which is like different.
Well, he wears colored contacts in this.
Well, maybe they were getting the wrong kinds for his eyes, or also maybe a like 11, 12-year-old can't tolerate it as well. Like, come on, when we're adults, we can tolerate discomfort.
Also, there's been evolving like tech and stuff, and evolving like stuff with.
And also, as you get older, sometimes you get less sensitive to things because I feel like sometimes like young children will like break out in rashes when you change the laundry detergent, right? But like as you get older, you're a little bit different. Not always, but sometimes.
I mean, if we're gonna go 90s classics with queer films, if you haven't seen Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar, you should.
Patrick Swayze, like that looks like a
we're going from our dark duet to queer films.
Hold on. Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and John Leguizamo as drag queens.
Oh, I do love Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze as a drag queen.
I bet he kills it. He kills every role. Like I bet it's.
Or we want to go the object of my affection with Paul Rudd being the gay roommate that Jennifer Aniston's character falls in love with.
I do like Paul.
Okay,
Rudd.
I think I need to see that
one. But if we're gonna go drag queens, Birdcage is always a classic.
I love the Birdcage.
Robin Williams, Nathan Lane.
I love Robin Williams.
Gay couple.
Dang.
Nathan Lane's a drag queen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a lot of movies.
His son and Robin Williams' son in the movie is engaged to a woman whose dad is the head of the coalition for peace or whatever. He's so anti-gay, anti-everything. It's like Donald Trump as the parent. So anti-everything. And they have to fake being a straight couple.
Mm.
I
because
love the birdcage.
because they want this huge white wedding because his teammate just died in bed with a 16-year-old black prostitute
Wow.
who was a man.
I mean,
I feel like sometimes when you explain the plot, I'm just like, what?
I mean,
Oh my
Robin
God.
Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. He was cross-dressing even
Dude,
then.
that was actually kind of a messed up movie when you think about it looking back. But
Or if y'all want a
Well-
really fucked up film,
Make us a list. So Clint, make us a list.
yeah, I think
of
we need a
ones-
list.
Like we need a list. I need a guide.
I think Brokeback Mountain, that's my like top one on there. But also this like Jennifer Aniston, Paul Rudd one actually sounds like it could be like a nice light-hearted one to like
my
break
God.
up the sadder ones.
Yeah.
oh my god, it's so good. But if you want a comedy, another gay movie, think not another teen movie and American Pie, but with every gay cliche you can think
Those
of.
like were the moment back. Do you remember when like American Pie and Not Another Teen? They were like
Well-
the thing. If you couldn't quote them, you like were not cool.
Reason why I say American Pie is instead of him fucking an apple pie, he fucks a warm quiche Lorraine.
Oh my god.
He's more
And
sophisticated.
and instead of Stifler, we have a dyke lesbian by the name of Miffler
So it's like legit a ripoff.
who sleeps with the entire
love
cheerleading squad. And one of them's Asian, and she's like, Don makes a tiki and runs out of the room. And I'm like, oh my God, this film. But it is hilarious. There's a moment
my
where, oh God, Survivor 1 winner, the Naked Survivor.
The naked.
No, that's how he won. He's known
I
as
remember
the
that. I can't
villain,
remember his name.
and he
I
was
don't
naked.
remember.
Rob,
It wasn't.
Richard Hash. Richard Hash.
Yeah, that's
He was naked
Yeah.
on the show all the time, and that's how he got people to leave him alone. And he was a villain.
that's what he's most well known for now.
Huh.
Plus, he also went to jail.
Oh, fun.
And then also in this, the gayest one also plays the main character's mom. Because he's
Kind
a
of
drag
like
queen.
John Travolta on
Oh my god.
Hairspray.
On Hairspray. I love John Travolta on
He
Hairspray.
is actually so good in that role. It's hilarious.
And with this one, the sequel to this one, not another gay sequel, there's a moment where Perez Hilton going down on a priest on an airplane, and he knocks his head and just looks up and goes, Jesus. And now he wants to conform all the gays to the Holy Christ and come back straight.
I also
hilarious.
just want to remind you, Clint, as much fun as this is,
I know, I just saw.
my family watches.
Oh, sorry.
maybe we don't post this one.
I was gonna
try
love
to
Pop
research
Out
it.
Alive.
And then we just don't post it.
I mean,
Oh,
not that
Too
my
Long, Too
mom
Good's
cares
okay.
all that much, but I know she does sometimes pop in. I just don't want to get the wrong idea when he says like a random word.
Oh, my bad. Should I do a video of like my top 10 favorite queer films?
That'd be fun. You should.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Because I can also do that with TV shows. Well, top 5. I don't know if I have a full 10 of queer shows.
I'm sure
mean,
you
there's
can probably
definitely-
find some.
I
There was
mean,
some that you
again-
told me about.
Adaptation, Heartstopper. It's been Heartstopper month all month.
I mean, Heartstopper is just it's just a sweet one, you know? Like, I didn't keep going forever, but I remember I read, like, some of the comics when they came out, and it's just sweet. It's a cute little love story, and I don't know, it's just like, I don't know.
My favorite book of the year is Volume 6. Favorite movie of the year is Heartstopper Forever.
Heartstopper stand.
I have not seen it, so
I
don't know.
haven't. I
I've
haven't
just
seen
read
them
it.
either.
I haven't seen it.
So good.
I've seen like the original show to its like completion there, but I haven't seen
The
film yet.
movie. Ooh, top tier. Even though I knew stuff was coming because it's in Volume 6, it's a lot harder when you're watching it.
Yeah.
in reading the graphic
some of the things
novel.
are really intense to watch. Like,
Yeah.
Because
It's
there's
great.
a scene that I was screaming at the TV, sobbing.
no spoilers. No spoilers.
No.
No,
I
I
was
just
watching
started.
on reality TV.
Listen, when I watch it, I'll give you my thoughts. All my thoughts on it.
I just started to rewatch a Project Runway from the very beginning again, and like
Ooh.
Heidi looks so different when the show first started.
Yeah.
Wasn't she
guess-
like 3 noses ago?
I was gonna say, I feel like people in fashion in particular really like their looks change a lot. Just because, it's like the industry almost, it feels like.
And there was a couple of seasons when Heidi wasn't even the host. I think it was Carly something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because she left.
But Heidi's back now. She's hosting the current season that's going on right now.
I'm not happy with this current season.
I haven't
Yeah,
even
I
seen
don't like the
the
new
first
format.
season.
I really
First
do not like the
episode, we're going to get rid of
Right.
12 people.
It started with 22.
Second episode, we're down to 13. I'm
And
like-
not only that, but we don't even get to see who goes home until the next episode.
I don't like the new format. I hate it.
Same.
But speaking of reality shows, I started Vanderpump Rules today.
Ooh.
Is this
Right
our
before
cue that we
this.
should end the live though?
Not
Oh, yeah,
We
probably.
just talk about something that has nothing to do with the book at this point.
It hasn't been for about 45 minutes.
Maybe you should rename it Our Dark Duet, maybe live
Plus
show.
whatever.
I mean, we only talked about the book for the first 35 minutes.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, we're still live. But
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Starbucks has arrived.
Stephanie's also drinking Starbucks.
Nice, what'd you get?
Peppermint mocha.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now you want to make me want tea. I'm going to make tea.
But if I could send you some tea, I would.
I have this really good tea that I like. It's like it's cream tea, but
And I
That's
haven't even
fucking
gotten to your
mental.
comment yet.
It only said good luck with the show.
Yeah,
Well-
because see, there's Ray right there.
Ray, we've barely talked about the book.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Yeah, for the first maybe 30, 35 minutes, and then we started veering off into other
and
topics.
even then it wasn't as focused on the book. A lot of it was just like V.E. Schwab in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody joins us in August.
We will read this one.
We will.
I promise. We will read this one.
Writes itself, because this is the one I think majority of us are the most intrigued by. To
Yeah.
see what
Yeah.
she can do
Mhm.
with a brand new genre.
I think that there's a lot of unknowns with it because we kind of know what she can do with fantasy at this point and like dystopian and some of those. But thriller is going to be different. It'll be
Mhm.
And I wonder if we're going to be able to pinpoint who wrote what, because we've read a lot of V. Schwab back to back. Now, can we tell what of this is V. Schwab's input
her
and
voice.
what doesn't feel like her voice?
Mhm.
Right.
That's what I'm excited for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when
Especially
I
since
have
she has someone writing with her.
Yeah.
no clue who she is.
I know. I don't either.
I've never heard of her until now. So this will be a first for all of us.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I'm really excited for it.
I'm excited to see how.
For people who are watching, even though we haven't actually set a date for the live show for the Ending Writes Itself yet, make sure that you follow the Fiction Falls Instagram. It's just called Fiction Falls Book Club. It's easy to find. And I will post an update on when the live show is going to be once we decide on a date and time. So stay updated by following that, and we will let everybody know when that discussion will be. So I'm very excited to read the Ending Writes Itself with everybody, and hopefully we all end up loving it. At least I'm hoping so.
Yeah, I kind of came into this book like, oh god, like we have to
I
do the
know.
second part of the.
We just need to dust it all off
Wipe the
Yeah.
slate clean, right?
Right, the slate
There's-
clean, going into a new book,
Dissipated.
new world.
There's a story.
Mhm.
Fine. It'll be good. It'll be different too. I feel like thrillers are fast too.
Does.
This is actually pretty good. It's a recipe that I got off of Instagram. It's like a cotton candy refresher, sort of.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, I decided to go with the recipe and try it. It's actually pretty good.
Nice.
On that note,
On that note, well, Stephanie and I drink our Starbucks. We will see everybody in August. So make sure, if you want
We
to
have
read the book
lots
with
of
us,
things.
please do. And we're also hosting a readathon, Clint and I, for Fiction Falls. So if you haven't seen our announcements and you want to potentially participate with our bingo boards, make sure you check out our announcements.
This works for multiple prompts, i.e., full white cover.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully we will see you all in our next live show. So thank you for stopping by. Make sure you follow these lovely ladies as well. And we will see you guys in the next one. So bye, everyone.
In the broadcast. In the broadcast is the broadcast ending. Bye.